Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
Here we go on a Thankful Thursday. I almost forgot, Josh. Josh was ready. You know what I love best about Josh Mashi, friends, as we get started? This guy is always on the mic. Like almost ready to go, Josh. You were leaning in, ready to say Thankful Thursday, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
Man, episode 778. Here on Good Morning Huntsville, 12 away from the big 800. Maybe we'll bring out the big celebration confetti that Billy's been asking for a long time. But I don't know if that's going to happen, Josh. We are here. Thank you for being a part of it. Let us know that you're out there. You can text us at 936-339-0139. Again, that number is 936-339-0139. That is the text line. Or you can also comment in on social media. Super easy. If you're on the Hello Huntsville Facebook page, Hello Huntsville YouTube, all you have to do is just say hello. We'll get to those here in just a few moments. It is a Thankful Thursday, and hey, as you're waking up today, we're kind of in this summer balmy weather pattern. Of course, we all know about it. Living here in East Texas, it doesn't change a whole lot, but right now, 76 degrees at 7:44 in the morning. A high of 96 today, mostly sunny, 20% chance of rain overnight. Only a small 10% chance of rain, low of 76. Your Friday looking hot too, 95. And then the weekend, boy, the rain chances pick up. Saturday, 40% chance and 94. So if you're thinking about getting out to the swimming pool, you may not be able to unless it's your own pool. Josh, I ran into a debacle a couple of weeks ago. You live in a neighborhood with amenities, some of us, and I'm thankful to live out where we do. We're very thankful. We love our neighborhood, nice people. The only way that we're able to live in our neighborhood is because when I sold the house in Georgetown years ago, we had quite a bit of equity built up, and so I was able to put down a good down payment on our house here in Huntsville. And pricing here in Huntsville is still very reasonable. I know I see a lot of chatter on social media about taxes and all that, but man, I'm telling you, we're really blessed because if you go look at some other areas, especially Central Texas and those areas, the taxes are double, I feel like, what we're paying here in Walker County. And I know our leadership does a great job from the county level and also the city level trying to keep things maintained. And that's not an easy business. And if you're behind a keyboard and you're not engaged with what's going on, I want to encourage you, get engaged and learn a little bit more, because I used to complain so much in Central Texas about our city, and it wasn't until I started going to those council meetings and getting to know people that I started to take on a better understanding of the task at hand. It's not easy what the people in leadership positions do, and especially those that serve on a council or a mayor or judge or any of that. You're not getting paid a huge salary. In fact, some not even getting paid at all to do those jobs. They just do it with a servant's heart. And so be mindful before you say anything. I just wanted to encourage people. I know that it's so easy to immediately think the worst or think negative about a situation, especially when it affects your bottom line, because it affects all of us. But be mindful of the people who are serving and give them a chance and get to know some of the local people that are serving, because they really do have a great heart. I'm not saying it just to butter up anybody. I'm saying it because I mean it. I know a lot of the folks, and I've gotten to know a lot of the folks, and I'll tell you, they work really, really hard in our community. One of our greatest friends on this show is our county commissioner, Bill Doggett, Precinct 3, and we think the world of Bill. In fact, he was at Bridget and I's wedding. He and his wife, when we got married, and I'll tell you, there's just some good, solid people here in Huntsville. Josh, that's why you stuck around, huh? It wasn't just for the school. You stuck around because you like Huntsville, right?
I really do love Huntsville, and I mean, I don't know people in Fayetteville like that, but
Fayetteville?
Yeah. one second. I'm going to tie it together.
Okay, because I know of Fayetteville, Texas.
No, I'm talking about Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Okay, we'll tie this in.
So actually almost a year ago.
Well, let the people see it for the Soch, by the way.
Okay. Almost a year ago, I went to Fayetteville, Arkansas with a couple of buddies of mine, and I really loved it so much that I said, I want to move there.
No.
Yeah. But
what?
The only place, I don't know people in Fayetteville, and the only place that I can call home in the United States is Huntsville because, one, I live here. But two, I've met some incredible people and that live here in town, and I really enjoy the friendship that we've built. A lot of these people live in Huntsville, are from people from the church, and I love this church so much, and I love the community that Huntsville brings. So, yeah.
Josh, you're tearing me up, by the way. You teared me up with your whoa. I just turned on my phone and my glasses are talking back to me through my ears. So I do have an update real quick. The Meta glasses that I'm wearing, what did you say? I was flexing or something? Was that what you were saying? Well, they actually serve a purpose now besides just taking video and pictures.
Besides flexing.
Yeah, my lenses came in yesterday. I ordered these things less than 2 weeks ago. Maybe even, I don't know, man. It wasn't that long ago. I went to an optometrist and they wanted like $380 for the transition lenses. I went and got a prescription. It wasn't bad. It was like $100 to test my eyes and do all that. And then I got a prescription. I said, okay, well, what is that going to look like for these, Meta Ray-Bans? And then the lady said, I won't say where. Luckily, it's like a big national chain. It's not a mom and pop. But the lady had told me, and they were nice people, but I overheard her saying, oh, he has Meta, charge 40 extra. Wait a minute. You're going to charge extra $40 just because I have Meta glasses? There's nothing different about the lens is still the same than you would put in any frame. It's a sizing thing. And I overheard her. She said, it's an extra. I was like, no, man. I immediately made up my mind. I was like, I ain't even buying them, no matter what price they give me. And then they came back and said it was like $380. I was like, no. Homie, don't. There's an old show back in the day, and the phrase was, homie, don't play that. Homie the clown, don't play that. And so when I heard $380, homie, don't play that. Mm-hmm. I got online. I found a website. I went on Reddit, good old Reddit, and I found a group of people that are all about the glasses. And then a ton of them had found this company overseas and the UK that make lenses, and they make Meta glass lenses, Meta Ray-Ban lenses. And I did all the things. I put in the transition, and then I hit a button. It said, I have this little plug-in on my browser for coupons or whatever. Coupons. How do you say it? Coupons or coupons?
Coupons.
Coupons. I always say coupon. I don't know. It's one of those weird words like Huntsville or Huntsville.
It's Huntsville.
So I put in the coupon, and it lowers the price even more. I got the transition lenses. I finally feel like an old educated man, Jason. Jay Bay here with us this morning. I always feel like an older educated man now with the transition lenses.
No, you look hip.
Hip. Oh, yeah.
Wait. I got something for you.
Yeah, and my hip has been hurting for some reason. So anyways, I get the price. Josh, just give me what you think the price is.
$75.
Oh, I wish. That would have been great. So, Jason, I just went from $380. I don't know if you ever heard any conversation. Long story short, went to the optometrist. Great folk. Not a mom and pop, though. It's a major chain. Went. Eye test was only $100 for all the thing. It wasn't that bad. But then I tell him I want lenses, and I overhear the lady say, those are made of Ray-Bans. We charge an extra $40 for that. And I told Josh while the guy said, homie, don't play that. Remember, there's an old show, Homie the Clown.
Yeah, I remember that.
Homie, don't play that. And I said, you're going to charge me an extra $40 just because of some special glass? Give me a break. I made up my mind I was not going to get them. Jason, they quoted me $380. $380. And I said, no way. The price that I got from this place with priority service, because it was from the UK, and a little bit faster shipping, $150.
Golly, that is a bargain.
Not bad.
That's crazy.
Except this lens on the right is kind of loose. Like if I take it, you hear that?
Yeah.
Now if I hold it, see that?
Yeah.
But it's okay. It
Yeah,
won't. It
that's what I
doesn't
was
pop
gonna
out.
say.
I said for $150 and not $380. Done. So, well, welcome in everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us. 7:52 is your time. Text us again. Let us know you're out there. 936-339-0139. You can also email us hello@hellohuntsvilletx.com, or you can chime in on social media. We'll get to a few folks that are already chiming in. Underwriting support for Good Morning Huntsville, and this program is made possible in part by Elliott's Jewelers. By appointment only online at elliotsjewelers.com. Also, First Baptist Church, a harbor of hope here in Huntsville. More information and service schedule is online at fbchuntsville.org, and also Huntsville Memorial Hospital. They're online at huntsvillememorial.com. Jason Bay with us this morning, the J Bay. And good to see you, man.
It's good to be here, man. It's been a while. I was out last week.
We call that a hot minute. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
You and I had a discussion yesterday about something, and I told Deborah, I said, I just need to talk to my pastor because I miss my pastor, man. And so it's good to be sitting back with you, J Bay.
Yeah, I enjoy being here.
Now, I won't go into details about our car. It was something kind of private, nothing bad, but I do want to say something real quick.
All right.
I had a text message a couple of weeks ago. We won't say the names. A great man. Love the man. I look up to that. He's a great man. Nothing negative. None of this is negative. None of this is bad. None of this is gossip. But I get a message, and it was late. And when you get a late message from somebody that you're fairly close to, there's something going on. And that message said, I need to speak with you pretty fast about something that's concerning. Well, Jason, if you get a message like that, what do you think? And at 10:30 at night,
It's not good.
yeah, exactly. You've been in the ministry long enough to know if you get that kind of message, there's something going on.
Yeah, and I know exactly where you're going with this because when I get messages like that or similar things, hey, I need to talk to you, and then that's it. Then you're like, okay, and then you're thinking about it the rest of the night, because you don't know what's going on or.
Well, luckily, and I didn't sleep well that night, and it ended up being great. Ended up being really good, and I had let this gentleman know. I said, brother, man, you can't give me that kind of anxiety. He goes, no, he said, brother, it's great, man. And so all was well. And Chad told me, he goes, man, if it was something serious, they would have called you like 3 or 4 times. Don't worry about it. Well, luckily I didn't text Pastor Jason at 10 o'clock the night before. But I'd said to Deborah, I need to talk to Jason. Luckily, it was only for it wasn't that long. You didn't worry long.
No, but I was worried.
But I was out in the back, I was out the backyard over here at the church because we're running some fiber wire through a conduit. And I get this call says Pastor Jason Bay. I said, okay, I'm getting a phone call here from Pastor Jason. What's going on? He goes, hey, man, Deborah said you need to talk to me. I'm here in your office. I could sense the concern in your voice.
Yeah.
But then he goes, everything all right? I said, oh, yeah, no, I got something great that I need to tell you. And then I felt, even through the phone, I felt this.
Yeah.
Josh, have you ever had things like that where someone's like, I need to talk to you, and your mind immediately thinks it's something serious? Have you ever had this happen?
Yeah, all the time. It happens to us younger folk more than
You've definitely been in Huntsville for a while, buddy. Yeah. So this morning, the inspiration is this, Jason. Don't cast unnecessary. Don't cast unnecessary anxiety on your fellow brother.
Yeah, that's right.
Because some of us,
we don't handle
it well.
Our plate's already full.
And I'm already taking 4 Prilosec, 2 in the morning. No, Pepsid. I'm sorry. I take 4 Pepsid in the morning and 4 at night, and because
Oh my goodness.
yeah,
Keeping them in business.
because my stomach is Yeah. Anyways. Well, Jason, what's going on, man? It's good to see you. Happy Thankful Thursday, my friend.
Oh, it's been good. We've been. My son moved to Dallas. Last weekend we were up there with him, and that's why I wasn't here on the show that Thursday. And getting everything put away for him, and he's starting a new job there. So we're excited for him. We talked to him last night. He's a little. When you start something new in a new town and you're by yourself, it's kind of a culture shock, I think, and I think that's what he's experiencing. But we spent some time doing that, and then we celebrated my other son's 15th birthday the other day. We went out to Lake Conroe and went fishing, and my mother caught the only fish we caught that day. It was the day that it rained pretty good out here, and we're out there at the lake, and it was raining. But it stopped raining. We had a great afternoon.
So Noah's the one. Noah is up in Dallas. Is this right? Or is it Jeremiah?
It's Elijah.
Oh, Elijah. Yeah, Jeremiah's the boy who just turned 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, golly, he's growing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's just time passes so fast. I know I'm not telling anybody anything new, but man, it goes by fast.
I was just thinking yesterday, my son was sitting with me for a minute, and we were watching TV for a little bit, and I just looked at him and I said, man, it's cool as a dad to just look at your children and wonder, what will the next 5 years be like? What will the next 10 years be like? Mm-hmm. And I know you as a dad, are extremely proud of your children. All parents should be proud of their children. And I'm very proud of my two little ones. And my little boy has developed just this compassionate, loving attitude towards people.
That's great.
And it's the sweetest thing. When I go pick him up from school, he runs and he says, "Bye, Miss Ashley, I love you," and gives her a big hug. And then he'll go, "You're the best Miss Ashley ever." And then he does that to all of his teachers, and he'll tell them, "God bless you." And as a dad, and I know you feel this too, and maybe it's a message for a parent out there this morning, to remind them how much your children do listen to you, whether you think they do or not. But it warmed my heart to see that. And it made me as a dad feel pretty good of like, all right, well, maybe I am doing a little something right. Because there's days where you feel like, man, I'm messing up left and right.
Yeah. No, I've been there. But yeah, it's neat when you see those characteristics that you've prayed for and tried to instill and implant in your children. When you see those things come through, it really makes you proud.
Well, we do have a lot going on today. We'll take a break here in just a few moments. When we come back, news you can use. We've missed this, so we need some good news you can use. You definitely want to stay. We'll keep that on the radio. And then, Josh, let the people know something new today, because we were doing Make Something Out of Nothing, and we've made a lot out of a lot of nothing. And there's not much more to make out of it, Jason. And so Josh has came up with something else. Josh, let Pastor Jason, let the people know what's cooking.
Well, we played it last week. It's called Name 3 Things in 3 Seconds. And I will give a prompt. And whoever presses the buzzer first goes first. And you get to name 3 things in 3 seconds out of the prompt.
Oh, wow.
See, this is what happens, Jason, whenever you're not available, we come up with other things.
I'm going to have to get my energy level up.
Yeah.
So I can hit the button quick, because I'm halfway asleep this morning. That's why I was running late.
Well, we'll take a break. Let us know you're out there. We'll also have some shout outs. By the way, if you have a birthday, we want to hear from you. Let us know that it's your birthday. We always enjoy shouting out birthdays. Let us know that you're out there on social media again, or you can text in at 936-339-0139. Time now is 8 o'clock. We'll take a break for a few moments. We'll stay on the radio. We'll be back. It's Good Morning Huntsville.
You're listening to Spirit Radio.
Hey, little doggy. I just want to slide into a little country here, Jason. I get a weekly email from a Christian music chart. Kia was here. Kia's hanging out with us in the studio. Good morning to Kia. She's hanging out today. Kia was in here, and I said, "What do you think about a little Christian country on a Sunday morning?" Jason, you and I are the kind of connoisseurs of good old classic country.
Yeah, that's right.
Merle Haggard, George Jones, Waylon Jennings. Maybe a little, depends on how we wake up, but maybe a little Hank Williams Jr. Or even better, how about Hank Williams Sr.? Maybe a little Willie Nelson in his 90s still going strong. But probably not a whole lot of Willie, right, Jason? But long story short is I get this weekly email, and it's really neat. They've been around since the 90s. Now, they used to mail this. This is when you know it's old school. They used to mail it. The problem was the top chart was already expired by the time it got to your house. So they started faxing it. Okay, fax is that's almost antiquated now.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And now they email it.
Yeah.
So you get it right away on Monday morning. Boom, you get the top music. Now what they do is it's a sample from radio stations, Christian radio stations, that send them the data. It's a volunteer thing. So they send them what they play. All right. Well, on this chart, it's got Christian rock. It's got gospel. It has country, Christian country. It has Southern gospel. It has 10 or 12 different types of Christian music. So I start going through and I start picking some of the Christian country, so the Southern Christian country. And I said, I've never heard of half of this, but it sounds pretty good. It sounds like something when I was growing up, when I'd spend the weekend at my grandma's house, and in their little kitchen room, she had an old radio. And she would have that thing on, this Taylor radio station. And what would it be? It'd be this Christian country music playing. And I just remember that feeling that, you think about that. It's a memory. What do they say? A core memory is a trendy word now that people say. So it triggered this. Josh is looking at me. Is that a trendy thing? Core memory?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I knew. I'm learning, Jason.
Way to go, Rob.
Core memory.
I'm impressed.
So it triggered a core memory of my and so I said, what would be neat if we start airing the top 25 Christian countdown. Now, Josh, do you have that promo? Is it still loaded in I didn't give it to you, but is it still loaded in Audition? Play this real quick, Jason. Now, this is what we're working on. It's not official because I'm waiting on permission from the chart holder. But Josh, play this real quick if you can hit the play.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here. Join me for the Top 25 Christian Country Countdown featuring some of the best Christian country songs of the week. It's made to feel like those old Sunday mornings before church, with the radio playing in the other room and songs that point your heart back to God. Listen in this Sunday at 9:30 a.m.
Top 25 Christian Country Countdown.
So see, this is what we're working. This is what we're cooking.
You are taking it to the next level, Rob.
Hey, but didn't that bring back like some nostalgia for a moment?
Yeah, I remember those days, back the top 25 or whatever it was.
Yeah, this is what we're trying to get to. Now, that's a teaser that maybe I shouldn't have teased yet because it's not set in stone. The chart holder, I emailed him yesterday, and he said, well, I do a top 10. So, yeah, it could work. But he goes, yes, but let's talk about it because I'll let you know what the restrictions are or whatever, which makes sense. I mean, these folks put together these lists. It's their resources.
Right.
So we are working on that. And we feel, Jason, that'll draw in even another great audience because we want Spirit Radio to be a station for the people, for all people.
That's right.
So
our radio station for the people.
Yeah. We stand united. All right. Well, 8:06 is the time, and it is now time. Josh, give us that good patriotic intro real quick. Our good. Or do you have a news you can use intro?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Jason, here we go.
There we go.
It's time. Coming at you live from Studio 1229J, the Bat Capital USA. 2 million of those things flying around Sunday. Boy, that's why you need to get into the church building. It's time for none other than the Jason Bay with the best news you can use.
Yes, thank you, Rob. And speaking of those bats, last week I did a funeral here at the church, and I was walking out of the doors, and there was an older gentleman that he happened to be walking alongside of me, and we were talking. He's not a local. He's from out of town. He was from out of town, drove in for the funeral, and we're going around the corner there at the church and on the outside, and he says, kind of looked at me, he says, "You smell that? It's kind of a funny smell." I said, "Yeah, I smell it." He said, "What is that?" And I said, "It's those bats over there living in that warehouse." When the wind hits just right, you can't escape it.
See, Jason, this is why I could never, I'm in the right place at the right time. And this is why I could not be a pastor, because I joke too much. Mm-hmm. And you know what I would have said?
What would you have said?
I would say, well, sir, we actually have these fumigators that we pump that odor outside to get people to come into the building.
Right. No, for sure. All right, Rob, here's some news you can use. Today is National Sugar Cookie Day. National Sugar Cookie Day. Ooh. You like sugar cookies?
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite type of cookie?
Mine is white macadamia nut.
White macadamia nut. Mm-hmm. Okay, where do you get that at? Or do you make it?
Get it at the Sub.
Really? Oh, yeah.
And they also had red velvet cheesecake thing that's really good, too.
Yeah, the Subway does make good cookies.
Yep.
Yeah. Dolly Parton musical based on the country icon's life and music will hit Broadway January 19th on her 81st birthday. Dolly Parton musical. Would you go to that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see 3 musicians in my life, and I've never been able to see one. I could have seen one last week. The outlaw thing was going on down in the Woodlands. Mm-hmm. I'm not much of an outlaw. But Willie Nelson apparently was down there.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody had said, "We love that man, but it's time for him to settle down." Someone said that.
I saw him probably 10 years ago now. He came over to College Station, and we went over there to watch him. And, I like Willie Nelson's music, but I will say that it was a little underwhelming because of his age, and he just kind of ran through the songs kind of fast, and then there's other people that it was just basically him up there and, a lot of other people helping out.
Yeah. Well, he at the time, 10 years ago, he's probably 89 then.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Now, how old is he now?
In his mid-90s, I would assume.
Yeah.
I want to see Willie, Dolly, and George Strait. Those are my 3.
I saw George Strait. He came to College Station. I saw Willie, and who's the other one? Dolly? Yeah, Dolly Parton. 2,000 Americans were asked, what's the perfect length for a movie? What do you think the perfect length for a movie is? Do you like shorter movies or longer movies?
90 minutes. It has to be. I can't go. I just watched Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling. It's a space movie. Great movie. Way too long.
Yes, my patience level with movies in general is I found that I can't, if it's over 2 hours, I'm pretty much out. But 2,000 Americans, what's the number one answer was 88 minutes.
Oh, I almost said 89.
Preferences fell by generation. Boomers said 93 minutes, Gen X 89 minutes, Millennials 86, and Gen Z 82. So our attention spans are getting shorter and shorter.
Are you X, Gen X? Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, this is my argument. I'm tired of people saying I'm a millennial because I just told you that. Remember, I said I was going to say 89. Mm-hmm. I fit in right more with the Gen demographic. X. I am not millennial.
Well, go ahead.
I thought it would have been like going up because I love like long movies. Like Avengers Endgame is my favorite movie. And it's 3 hours long.
That's too long.
Too long.
As you get older, you're going to change your mind about that, Josh.
Probably.
Well, even like the kid shows now. I don't know if you paid attention to, used to have a kid show was 30 minutes or, 27, whatever, with the commercials and whatnot. Now they're like 8 minutes long because they're all on reels.
Yeah.
They put them on TV to match what the kids are watching on their tablets because their attention span is so short. Anyway, circle your calendar, Rob. July 14th. You know what July 14th is?
I had no idea.
Cow Appreciation Day. Cow Appreciation Day. Chick-fil-A is offering customers a chance to win a free medium-sized waffle fry order via a game on the Chick-fil-A app through July 13th. So play the game, get you a medium-sized waffle fry, and head on over to Chick-fil-A July 14th.
I just had a thought of those people who paint horses and cows. Have you seen this? And I'm wondering if somebody's going to paint some cows for World Cow Day or whatever it is.
Cow Appreciation
Move
Day.
over, butter.
7-Eleven is suing Nike. They say the stripes on the new Nike Air Max 95 Big Bubble Sport Green and Safety Orange are too much like their logo. 7-Eleven is now looking for these new Air Maxes to be destroyed and to get any profits Nike might have made from them, along with legal fees.
Okay. Hey, so they may have a valid argument here,
Really?
Jason.
You got a picture of them?
Yeah. I know people on the radio can't see this, but on social media, let me show you this, Jason, because I just pulled it up, and they may have a very, very valid argument. Because Jason described this for the people. Hold on, let me get this guy here. It's kind of hard for me to do this. Here we go. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, it does. The stripes on the bottom of the shoe are very similar to the sign that you see outside of 7-Eleven. Same colors.
But here's another argument that I have. Because this is my other argument. What else does it look like?
Yeah, the San Antonio Spurs logo.
Yeah.
But I will say, if your shoes look like the 7-Eleven logo, probably need a new pair of shoes.
Probably need one of those fresh deli sandwiches.
All right. Brian Murray, a great-granddad from New Zealand, has gone into the record books at the age of 95 as the world's oldest water skier. In April, he set the record at the age of 94 years, 318 days, and getting out on the water at Lake Kereta, Auckland. So there you go. Almost 95 years old, water skiing. Have you ever water skied?
No, I'm so scared of deep water. It terrifies me.
Have you ever water skied, Josh?
No, sir.
Oh.
But that's something that I want to do.
Yeah.
You've done it?
Yeah, out at Lake Conroe and different places. My mother used to water. Whenever I was younger, my parents owned a boat, and they learned how to water ski, and so they wanted me to learn. So I learned. It's pretty fun.
I feel like I'm one of those. Now, I'm not trying to be negative about myself, but I feel like I'm a stiff. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, I feel like I'm this dad that doesn't get out, and I'm not outdoors, and I'm always tired, and I do need to take better care. It's not a woe is me thing, but I will say this, that I finally said I'm gonna have a little bit of an adventure. And on the 4th of July, Jason, I finally did something that made me, for just a few minutes, a cool dad.
All right.
Now, we went fishing and all that. That was cool, but that wasn't it. For those of you that are on the soch, this is what happened, and probably why my hip hurts. We had this huge slip and slide. Caden wanted to go with me. And, there's Braylon. Did you see her little feet? That was Braylon, okay.
Where is this, Rob?
This was at Elkins.
Who set that up?
One of the dads there. And so there I am with Caden. It was kind of fun. And then all 250 pounds of the hamburger flipped over at the end. But that was fun.
Hey, I want to tell you something. We set something up similar to this out here behind the church one time. You know that hill right there. And we had a person. See y'all are standing up right there. Well, somebody was standing up, and their feet, they slipped, and their feet, and they went back and hit the back of their head and had to go to the emergency room.
And that was the end of the slip and slide.
Yeah, that was it. We never did that again.
Well, one of the dads that set this up thought that it would be a great idea to start it with all the kids having to walk up it or run up it. Let's just say that didn't last very long.
Hope he has good liability insurance.
Yeah. So I'm not a stiff anymore. I was for a few moments. I did a little adventure.
Rob, you're a fun guy. You're a fun guy.
You sound like Kawhi Leonard. Have you ever heard him? They said, and he goes, he goes, I'm a fun guy.
Where's he going now?
He's back to Toronto.
Yeah.
There was talk about. He said something about. There was a report that said he would like to go back to the Spurs, and the Spurs caught wind of, and they're like, no, don't even call us.
Yeah, I bet.
You and your uncle stay away.
It took them all these years to get back after he pretty much destroyed it. About like James Harden from Houston.
Oh yeah. Man, they're still picking up the beard there.
All right, here we go. This is the most popular tattoo for women over 50. This is the most popular tattoo for women over 50. What do you think it is?
For some reason, I thought a Tinkerbell.
More common than that.
I thought of Donald Trump's face.
Uh-oh. Josh, easy. We're getting political.
Nothing out of it.
A rose.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, this
Let's leave it at that.
one of the most overlooked things in grocery stores that have bacteria or germs on it. One of the most overlooked things in grocery stores that has a lot of germs on it.
These are the fruit and vegetables or the donut in the bakery when you reach in.
The freezer door handles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Freezer door handles.
You know what they find in some of the, I don't know if HEB still has this, but back in the day they had the trays that you would open with the tongs and you would get in the bakery.
Yeah.
One of the most common things that they would find in those,
What?
fake fingernails.
Ooh, gross.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah. Oh, there you. How about that for your Sunday morning breakfast?
37% of people say they will not return to a restaurant because there's no soap in the bathroom.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I'll go back, but I'm going to bring hand sanitizer.
Listen to this, Rob. Most people throw away 92% of instructions without ever using them.
Guilty? Guilty, Jason? Or
I need your help at home, Rob, because I threw away some instructions. But I'm trying to set up this point-to-point router deal, you know?
Okay.
Because the internet comes in up in my mom's house.
yeah,
And so I have I bought this little system that you're supposed to do like a bridge, point-to-point
Okay, yeah.
bridge. So I have it set up, and I can't get it to work.
Yeah.
So
I'll come out for free, no charge.
I need some instructions on that.
I was just going to give you some. Is this all right? Is this too old school, Josh? I was about to give you some mad props.
Yeah,
Or do
no, we love that. We love that.
I've never heard of
Okay,
it.
see, I was about to give you some mad props
Yeah,
because
go ahead.
because you ran fiber.
Yes, I did.
Now who knows how to do that? Jason Bay.
Well, it's
Did it
born
quit-
out of necessity.
Did it quit working?
No, it works, but for whatever reason, I guess it's the cables or whatever. But like up at my mom's house, I'm getting like 600. What is it?
Megabits.
Okay, 600 of those, and when I bring it underground and bring it to the house, it will only get 100. And it must be some sort of limiting factor because it's always right at 100 or 99, 98, something like
It's your
that.
network card, I bet. I'll take a look at it. Okay. But here's the thing. See, like this is what's wrong with all of us in America these days. All of it. I'm not singling you out. This is all of us. We complain about only getting 100
I know.
megabit. Okay. I remember the day when I had a 14,400 baud modem.
Mm-hmm.
That was one point. I got that from you, by the way, Jason. Listen, 1.4 kilobits. Okay. There's 1,000 kilobits in a megabit. I used to get 1.4 kbps over dial-up. A friend of mine sent me Windows 3.1 over a dial-up connection. It took me 6 days to download 7 meg of data. Now you can do it like that.
I know things have changed so much. I mean, it really has. And looking at my kids going to college now, and the resources that they have compared to the resources that we had, It's just not even comparable because of the internet. The resources that they have at their fingertips, libraries they can just click on. We had to go to the library.
We had to go to the Dewey Decimal System in the card catalog.
Exactly. All right. Petting a furry friend a few minutes each day relieves stress.
Come here, Josh.
College students who petted a cat or dog lowered their stress hormone, cortisol, by 9%. This is your problem, Josh. That's why you have so much stress in your life. Do you have a dog or cat at home?
No, sir.
There you go. See? What about you, Rob? Have you picked up a new dog or cat yet?
We still have our Stella, but man, she stinks. I haven't bathed that poor thing in a year.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she stinks, man.
Oh my God.
When you said, it's funny because I joke with Josh all the time because of his curly hair and his beard and all that. When you said you pet a furry friend, that's why I said, "Come here, Josh." He's my furry friend.
Over half of all college students wish their parents would not come to visit. That's sad.
Yeah, but I think they wish they wouldn't come visit until they check their bank account and realize they don't have anything.
Yeah, right.
Please, Mama.
Across the world, about 250 ATM machines are installed every single day.
Man, we're still using those?
ATMs.
When's the last time you went to an ATM? I never go to an ATM.
Well, I'll tell you, the only time I ever go to an ATM, and I've told my barber over here,
Yeah.
he only takes cash. Mm-hmm. So the only time I ever go to an ATM is when I'm going to get my hair cut because I got to get the money out before I go get my hair cut.
See, for me, it was too much work, and I went in. He's like, "I only take cash," and I said, "I'm out."
Probably a lot of people do that. That's why I can always get in there and get my hair cut without having to wait.
Yeah.
All right, this is the last thing I want to share before we go on. You know what happened last week? Last week was the wedding of the century.
Oh, here we go.
And I know you were waiting on pins and needles to hear the announcement of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce getting married at Madison Square Garden on July 3rd. Now, this is what I want to share, though. Entrepreneurs, they're capitalizing on the event by selling memorabilia. Now, there's a website, and the website is New York City Garbage. And it's offering keepsake collected directly outside the venue. So the trash that was collected from the venue, they are selling it. And this includes soda can tops, fabric scraps, and a single AirPod. And you can get this. You never know what you're going to get, but you can get it for $25 each.
Wow.
So there you go. Another ambitious seller on eBay has listed a plastic bag allegedly filled with air collected from outside the arena for a staggering $49,999.99.
Wow.
So for all you Taylor Swift fans, you can go online and pick up a selection of garbage collected outside Taylor Swift's and Travis Kelce's wedding for $25. And you never know what you're going to get in there, Rob.
Hey, I got some news for you.
What?
It's sold out. I'm not even joking. Look, Jason, look right there. New York City Pocket Garbage Not Invited Edition, Taylor and Travis, sold out.
Yeah.
You have got to. I don't want to be negative, but here, this
is weird.
No, this is what is wrong with America, right? I love our country. I love the people, but here we go. This is like the pet rock of my daddy's generation. Now people are collecting garbage from New York from the wedding, and somebody's made money.
Yes, and there's no there's no guarantee that the empty soda can that you get in the bag was actually used by anybody at the wedding. It could just be the homeless guy sitting on the curb that finished his Yoo-Hoo bottle and threw it over to the side.
Yeah, I'm looking at this garbage and I don't even. There's like a Coke tab in there. I can't even tell what this is. You know, one of them looked like a fishing lure, you know?
Maybe an earring.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure they have filtered through all that trash, and anything that was any value at all, they've kept.
Ridiculous.
There you go. See, Rob, I knew I would fire you up this morning.
I know. We're trying to be positive, and that just, man, I'll tell you, that just...
Hey, somebody, though, I mean, you got to give it to somebody. If they're selling this stuff, somebody had the sense to collect the garbage.
Man, we ought to do a Huntsville Visitor Center garbage. I bet we can make a little $5 or $10 a year off that.
You never know whose empty soda can you may get.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go, man. You got anything else for this? These are good today, Jason.
Yeah, no, that's about all that I have. But, you know.
Well, there it is. News you can absolutely use this morning. Very informative. This is why people need to watch this show, especially on a Thursday.
There you go.
So, all right. Well, time is 8:27. Let's take a break, and we'll go back to music and programming here on Spirit Radio. For the rest of you, come hang out with us, please, on social media. We'd love to interact with you. We're going to have some shout-outs. A lot of people are chiming in this morning. One of them is my sister talking about tattoos. She said, I would not get a rose tattoo, but Jason, ... boring. We'll take a break. We'll go back to music and programming on Spirit Radio. Come hang out with us for the rest of the show on social media. It's Hello Huntsville on YouTube and Facebook. We'll be right back after this. Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey friend, Rob Hipp here. I want to take a moment and brag on my friends at Elliott's Jewelers. If you're celebrating a milestone anniversary, they have a beautiful 14-karat yellow gold past, present, and future diamond ring that really tells the story right. There's 3 natural diamonds. They represent where you've been, where you are, and what's still ahead together. And that's what I love about Elliott's. They're not just helping you to buy jewelry, they're helping you mark an important moment in your life and help to make memories. And it may be that specific ring, it's not the one for you. Well, they have a large selection to help you find something that fits your story. Hey, go to their website. You can set up a private appointment online. It's elliotsjewelers.com.
Are you ready for a better way to bank? Join Walker County Federal Credit Union today. As a member, you'll enjoy low-cost loans, no annual fees, and easy online access. We're not just a credit union. We're a community dedicated to your financial success. Experience friendly service tailored for just you. Why wait? Join us online at walkercountyfcu.com or drop by our location at 1802 Normal Park Drive, Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hi, this is Braylon. You are listening to Feel Radio. God bless you.
Man, I love these rejoins, Josh. Josh over here like cranking out music on the fly.
He's stepping it up. He's
stepping it up before he steps out. And I don't know what we're going to do next month. So thanks a lot. Josh, you're not supposed to leave on a high note, you know? Like, settle this thing back down to Rob Production where it was like 6th rate production company, okay? Because it's going to be a lot here next month, man. Josh's doing a great job. We appreciate Josh. Kia helps us too, by the way, on Fridays with Chaplain Holmes' show, Can I Get a Witness? And it's a great show. And Kia's doing a great job producing that. So we got a lot going on here. In fact, we may expand that. And also we want to get our prayer show going again. There is a lot happening on Spirit Radio. I know we're on social right now, but we would love for all of you to stay engaged. Real quick, Josh, give us some fun background music. I want to give some shout-outs before we get into our FIFA soccer update from the Mosh Pit. But we do have a lot of folks that are joining us this morning. And our number one engager chiming in today, Quentin Glaze. Welcome in, Quentin Glaze, joining us. Josh, who else do we have there? Right under him is that, Brother Beam?
Yes, sir.
Brother Beam joining us. That'd be cool if he would, like, if his son, name his son like High, so it'd be High Beam, get it? Like a light, High Beam, Low Beam.
I was going to do the Kawhi laugh.
I thought it was kind of funny, but it really wasn't. Sorry, Jim. Kyle Crowder joining us. Good morning to Kyle. Jennifer Augustinetti, good morning. It's a thankful Thursday. I'm thankful for the rain. Amen. We needed it. The Horn family, Richard and Linda, good morning. I ran into Linda at HEB a couple of weeks ago. My sister was with me. We ran into Richard and Linda. My sister saying good morning, Huntsville. Happy blessed Thursday, Rob, Josh, and Pastor Bay. And so also, happy birthday to my awesome nephew, Caden. Oh, that's my son. It's his birthday tomorrow. I knew it was. Just kidding. He's turning 3 years. Is that already tomorrow? It is. July the 10th, man. And Brian Smith from Fargo joining us this morning. Brian, he said, good morning, Rob. He's starting to throw Josh in there now. Good morning, Rob, Josh, and Huntsville. Happy, thoughtful Thursday, Jason. Thoughtful Thursday. And a lot of others joining us as well. We appreciate all of you. And others are also on my personal Facebook, but I didn't have a chance to get to those. So thank you all. And again, happy birthday to my little boy tomorrow, 3 years old. And we are trying to get him potty trained. You got any potty training advice for a 3-year-old boy? Because we cannot get him to do it, Jason. And my wallet needs him to do it.
Yeah, really. I know all about that. My wife was a pro at that, though, so talk to her.
All right, we'll send him over to your house for a month. I know y'all miss having a little 3-year-old running around. So
Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key.
I know that you miss changing diapers, so I'm going to send him over there for a month if that's all right. All right, Josh, we'll take it away. It's our FIFA update. Josh has some updates from the wonderful world of kicking the ball around. Yay. What do you got for us, Josh?
So my team is still in the game. My number one team, Argentina.
Okay.
Messy.
Yes, he's been cooking.
And I didn't watch this one. Josh, I've been purposely diving into football. Is that what you call it, or do you call it the soccer?
We call it football.
Okay. So I've been purposely digging into it to immerse myself in the culture because it is in America right now. So I've been really trying to dive in deep and I'm learning things, but I've been watching a lot of soccer lately, and I missed that one though. And I heard they were down by 2 goals, right?
Yes.
And then in the last 17 minutes, they scored 3 in a row.
Yes, sir.
And won that game. Now that would have been an exciting watch. It's exciting, Rob. You need to give it a chance.
I wasn't able to watch it. I was with Tyler in the studio, and we were producing my show, or we were doing my show, and I get all these notifications on the break because before the show started, we were down by 1, and by the time we got to break, we were down by 2, and I was like, it's whatever. Like, Egypt's still an Arab country. I don't mind rooting for Egypt for a bit. And then Tyler and I talk within a span of 10 minutes, like we went from 0 to 2, like we tied it. And then in extra time, we got an extra goal. And so it was really exciting to see that. Everyone says it's rigged. I don't think it's rigged.
You can't really rig that. I mean, have you seen, if they watch it, these goals are some of them are just crazy.
Yeah. Like the one that Messi did was crazy good.
Now, if you watch the American game, you probably thought it was rigged because that was the worst one that I've watched.
Is that with Belgium or whatever? Were they playing Belgium?
Was that it? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Belgium beat them.
Man, that was an awful game. They played so bad. Everybody played. I mean, the whole team was. The goalie was like. I mean, it was terrible.
It's crazy. The men's team has never won.
The
big one ever. The women have, but the men, no.
They've never even been competitive, Rob.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Today it's Morocco versus France, and I'm rooting for the underdog. I don't like France whatsoever, so I'm hoping Morocco wins.
We'll let Tony Parker hear that.
But France has that. What's his name? Mbappe. Yeah.
Mbappe.
And they got Dembele too, who's really
Who?
good. Dembele.
Mbappe.
Yeah.
Sounds French. Sounds like it's like covered in wine. Mbappe.
But I'm excited for the Norway and England game. It's gonna be lit. So.
Okay.
All right, Rob. So this is the moment that I've been waiting to confront Josh on. Some soccer.
Josh, this needs some good theme music as Jason talks about this.
And
this
I
is
hope
important.
that, so like I said, Josh, I've been watching I can tell you that I probably never watched a soccer match before all the way through until this year. So I have taken the time and I thought, you know what? This is a worldwide wide sport and it's gained a lot of traction in the last, I'm going to dive into it. So I'm a sports fan. So that's what I did. I started watching it and I'm going to tell you, I think you should give it a try, Rob. You should give it a try because it is quite entertaining. It's quite entertaining, and I enjoy. And one of the things I love most about it is how engaged the fans are. They are like, they're all into this, and it's cool to see a fan base that's on fire. And then plus, there's a lot of visitors from other countries, and these people must have tons of money, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, I saw some, like we went to the Astros game and I thought it was cool walking around the city seeing so many different people.
Exactly.
Everywhere.
We went to this fireworks show on the 4th of July for in the Woodlands, and I mean there were so many different nationalities there.
Yeah, that is
different
cool.
jerseys. You could hear them talking different languages. I mean it was insane. It's been insane to see how many people, but like I said, these people must be the richest people in the world in these places, because think about how much money it takes. These people are coming over here and staying for like 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, no joke.
And they're flying to these different matches all around the United States. They're going to a match here. They're going to a match there. It's crazy. And then think about how much money they're putting into this. And I mean, I don't know what these people do for a living, but my goodness. But this is what I've determined. So I've watched it and I said, as an outsider, Josh, never been introduced to the sport, not even knowing anything about it. And I've learned a lot. It's kind of like drinking from a fire hose. Learned a lot in a short length of time. I'm by no means an expert. I'm still learning. I have a long way to go. But there's 3 things that I have come up with that can make this game even better, to where even people like Rob would probably like to watch it.
I'm listening.
Okay. So one of the things why, Rob, would you say that you would not watch soccer? Besides getting hit in the face at a young age and traumatized by a soccer ball imprint on your face.
I like fast-paced sports.
All right, here we go. This is what I was getting at. So you're saying, and essentially, it's too slow.
Yes.
Now, these people are running the whole time. Now, there's some sports that I think, man, if I got my best game on, I could go out there and catch a pass, from an NFL quarterback. I mean, I think we all live this dream, right? Knowing that we couldn't. I mean, there's no way. But we like to think that, hey, if I really got in shape, I could go out there and I could do this, right? But soccer, no way. I mean, there's no way. Even if I tried, there's no way I could ever do that. It's solid running the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, they're running from one end, and this is larger than a football field and wider as well. And they're running all the whole time. It's a lot of action, actually, that you don't realize. But the reason why you think there's not a lot of action is because there's not a lot of scoring.
Exactly.
So I have a few things that will make it more entertaining, I believe. This is number 3. We're going to go 3 to 1.
Okay.
Number 3. Substitutions. The substitution process is a little bit ridiculous because it's a big ordeal when somebody subs out and somebody subs in. Think about it in an NFL game. You have people running on the field and you have people running off the field between plays, right?
And in basketball,
they're coming on. In hockey, they don't even stop the action.
No, they
hop in, go, and this person hops out. That's what they need to do. That's the solution to one of the problems in soccer is substitute players, but have them, maybe a designated area where they have to run to, and this person runs off and then another person runs on. You don't stop the game keeps going, and then you can have the players more fresh too, because you can strategize with, okay, this player's going to run off, this player's going to run on. Number 3, substitutions. Okay. That's the first thing. Number 2, the penalties are ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, right. So I don't want to anger any soccer, really, diehard soccer fans. But yeah, exactly, Rob. That's what I'm getting at. You come over here and you kick me as hard as you can in the shin and trip me up when I'm about to score, or I'm going down the field, which they don't even call it a field. That's a whole nother thing. But you run it down the field. You kick me as hard as you can in the shin, and what does the guy come over there and do? Holds up, yeah.
This is what he does, Josh. You ready? Here's what he does. Watch.
He holds up a yellow card, which means essentially nothing, right, Josh?
Well, 2 of them get you a red.
Kicked out. But see, and that's what I'm going. That's what I'm going at. So one yellow card means nothing. It's like, hey, don't kick him in the shin anymore. Now you get 2, you're out. But here's the deal. Here's the problem. You can get a yellow card or you can get a red card. If you get a red card, Rob, you're kicked out of the game, the entire game, and you're also kicked out the next game.
Yeah.
So, and here's the deal. So then it's not like if I'm kicked out of the game, like say you're in an NBA game, right? And there's a technical foul on somebody that, or 2 technical fouls. That player's kicked out of the game, right? Mm-hmm. But you don't play 4-on-5. You still play 5-on-5. You just have to substitute somebody in. They have to play 1 player less if you get a red card. So the whole team, the whole rest of the game, it could happen in the first 5 minutes of the game that a guy gets a red card, and it's just arbitrary. So I think well, you kicked him in the shin and you kicked him pretty hard and he could have broke his leg there, so I'm going to give you a red card versus a yellow card. Yellow card's nothing. You don't even you don't have to sit out, you don't have nothing. But if you get a red card, you sit out a whole game, your whole team has to play with one man down, and then you're out the next game.
Now, the next game, can you bring back 5?
Well, it's 11 people on the field, but...
Oh, yeah. See, I'm thinking.
So the next game, Josh, this is a question for Josh. If you get a red card, the next game, your team gets to play with 11 then, right? Or
Yeah,
is
I
it
think
10?
so.
That's what I meant. Yeah. Not 5, 11.
10. So if you're playing a man down, you're playing with 10.
But the next game, you can bring them back even if there's a red card, right? You don't have...
Not that particular guy.
Not that guy.
Yeah, but you can...
Yeah.
Somebody else out.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Off the bench. Okay, so here's the deal. I got the perfect solution for this. It's like hockey. So what you do, instead of a yellow card, which means nothing. I mean, you get 2 yellow cards and you're out, and it's the same like getting a red card. But essentially, it's just like, don't do that anymore. I'm going to slap you on the hand. And it's so ridiculous because this goes from like nothing to the most extreme punishment that you can ever get just by what the referee pulls out of his pocket. I'm going to, that's kind of red. I don't know, maybe pink. You know what I'm saying? And so what they ought to do is this is the solution, is when you make a foul, and I was going to give you a yellow card, instead you sit out for 5 minutes, just like in hockey, like a 5-minute major. You sit out, and then your team plays 10 players versus their 11, and then it would increase scoring chances because the other team would be down a man, and it would increase the action. So, and then also if you do a yellow card, it's like a power play in hockey. This guy has to sit out their other team, and then when that 5 minutes is up, the next guy runs back on, and it's back to 11 on 11. It's a great idea. And then if it's a major foul like the red card, then you can't kick them out for the entire game, and they have to play the rest of the game with a man down like they do. But I think it's dumb for the yellow card to mean nothing. I mean, if you get 2 of them, but it should mean something like, okay, now you sit down and then you play like a 5-minute power play where you're one man down, and then the scoring would increase because you'd have this team would then have an offensive chance to score. Makes sense. Number 3, substitution problem. Number 2, penalties, and number 1.
The number one
way to make this better
for people like me.
Fix the clock. Fix the clock. Because I understand, it's going up, but why not just make it go down?
I disagree with that.
Okay, hold on. You can add time. I know what you're saying. You can add time. You can add time by just adding time. And then when the thing runs out, the game's over. But I'm listening to these commentators, Josh, and it's so you get to 90, right? And then on the screen, so I have no idea. I'm watching the game.
So it's +5 or whatever.
Yeah, but you don't know that until the very end. Like, are they going to put +4 on there? Are they going to put +5? Are they going to put +8?
But that's the thing about it, is that
you don't know.
Yeah,
it's just a guessing
builds
game.
Suspense.
So you're at the end, and it's just arbitrarily, this guy's over there apparently just watching his watch or something, and it's not like I'm going to add 8 minutes and 32 seconds because that's how long it took. It's just, let's give him 8 minutes.
There's a reason that when rockets take off, that there is a countdown. There is a reason.
That's what I'm saying.
There is a reason that everything else counts down, which also you can't say that a rocket launch doesn't build anticipation. Whenever it's T-10, 9, that's building.
But you know when it's going to take off.
But you're anticipating. No, you don't. Here's the thing. No, you don't. Because here's the thing. Weather plays a factor. And sometimes the weather comes in and they delay it. So just pause it. Just pause the clock or whatever you got to do, but do the countdown. I agree.
This is what they ought to do for rockets, Rob, is they ought to just put 10 minutes on the clock, and then at the end they'll count up to 10, and then at the end we'll just have some guy random on the corner over there saying, well, I think we're going to need about 5 more minutes, and we'll just put +5 on there. And then here's the key. Here's the key. At the end of that 5 minutes, so I'm watching the game, and it's not. It's 90. I finally figured it out. It's 45, 45. So you get to 90, and then it says +5. And so I'm watching the game, and I'm like, okay, it's 94, 30 seconds. It's going 30 seconds left, right? Gets to 95. They're still playing.
It's because the ball is still in play.
But that's
they have
the
to
whole,
finish the action, and then they can.
But sometimes it's random because they're just like, even the announcers are saying like, well, I think this is going to be their last chance at getting the goal, and well, they got another chance. I'm just like, give us a time when the time runs out, it's over.
Yes,
I know the last possession they can, but it's just like. I mean, the team doesn't know they have to grab the ball or they have to get possession of it with and before or somebody kicks it out of bounds before the game is over. Just make the time clock count down and everybody. Okay, what happens whenever you're in? They do this in the first half too, right?
Yeah.
So
they add extra time.
So 45 is halftime.
Yes, sir.
So 45 plus 5, say it's +5, that would be 50, right? Mm-hmm. So then in the second half, do they start over at 45 and then go back to 90?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. There's my 3 things.
Well, the thing is, look at the Spurs. We lost.
I like how you say we. Welcome to the club, buddy. That's what I love about this.
We lost because of you put a pause in time and then you pick up whenever the ball's in action. And that's how we lost. Like, all 3 or 4 times.
You're making my point.
I don't like that.
Because, so, here's the thing, Rob. When the ball kicks out of bounds, clock still's going. Mm-hmm. And or if it kicks to the goalie, say the goalie picks it up, he can just kind of just look around, just take his time, wash his hands.
That's the fun part of it is that you can waste time. Yeah, you can waste
that's
time.
What to me as a viewer. To me, that's what makes me as a viewer not like it.
Yeah, come on. This is the end. This is the most exciting point, and they're just nonchalantly where there should be some sort of urgency. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Exactly.
But I will say, Josh, I have enjoyed it. I really have. I think this has enlightened me as far as like the rest of the world goes. And I know this is the #1 sport worldwide. And it is exciting. It really is exciting. If you give it a chance, Rob, it really is exciting. It's not nearly as boring as you think it is. Just them kicking the ball around and they tie it 0-0. Now, I think
that's what I think of it.
That's what the Switzerland and Colombia game.
But I will say that
waste of 3 hours of my life.
without the stakes being so high, I'm not sure that I would like it as much. But the stakes are extremely high. I mean, these people, when the game is over, they're like devastated when they lose because they know they're going back to some dictator who's going to give them the waterboard treatment for messing up the game.
It's true. That's terrible.
Oh, now we're going to hear it from all people that are visiting, telling us how stupid we are and how dumb my ideas are.
By the way, our studio is located in Conroe, Texas, off of I-45 next to Wiesner.
Bunch of stupid Americans over here talking about soccer, how to make it better.
Don't worry, I won't clip these, Jason. In America, we say field, but the rest of the world says something. What is it? Football pitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're mixing up American sports. You're mixing up football. You're mixing up baseball. I mean, come on.
So, Josh, tell me why I'm wrong on these 3 things real quick. I know we only got a few minutes.
Well, I agree with the penalty one. I think there should be something more severe
in
about
between.
It. Yeah.
Not drastically nothing and then drastically everything.
Yeah. I think the yellow, because like sometimes they don't even get a yellow card. They get a warning and then they get a free kick, like from wherever they
I do like the free kicks though.
Yeah, I do like the free kicks too.
And that kind of makes sense. It's kind of like, but I told Noah was watching with me, he doesn't really know soccer either. And I said, He's like, what are they doing now? They're putting the ball down, and they're all lining up over there by the goal because it's a free kick. Because, like, if you're kicking like towards the goal and the guy comes up and trips you or something, then they put the ball right there. They call it a free kick. So I said, well, it's kind of like in upwards basketball. Whenever we have one of these little kindergartners and they're right by the goal and they never get by the goal, they're right by the goal and another kid comes over there and knocks it out of their hands or something or fouls them right there, and we'll just hand the ball right there where they're at and say, all right, everybody back up. You go ahead and shoot it from there.
Well, it's like any other sport too. Like also in basketball, like if someone fouls you, you get to shoot from the 3-mark line or.
Yeah, and me learning these things as I've gone along has really been entertaining for me too. The end game thing, where they what do they call that? The penalty kicks, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, the penalty.
Man, that's intense. That's intense. And the goalie just has to pretty much guess where they're going to kick it from.
That is pretty cool. I mean, if we could just have a whole game of that, I'd be fine with that. That'd be great.
Yeah, but it gets boring after a while.
Exactly my point. It gets boring after a while.
I watched one, Rob. I watched one where the guy's coming to kick it, and the whole game is on the line right here. And he kicks it 10 feet over the goal, misses the whole thing. Did you see that one? I don't remember who it was, but it was intense because at the very end, this was all on the line, and he goes up to kick it, and it goes way over the goal.
Wow. Well, Josh just
might have been Germany.
Maybe.
Josh,
yeah, I think it was.
Josh just solidified my point. He said that would get boring after a while. See, for me, that's what happens. It gets boring after a while. Baseball, I like baseball, but even for me, baseball sometimes gets boring after a while. Football, there's quite a bit of action. It usually stays pretty good unless a team's... Now, take away a team getting blown out. That's why I love basketball so much, is because I feel like it's one of the sports that if you're engaged, it does not... And I know you're going to say, well, get engaged in soccer. But no, basketball, there's so much going on that it's very difficult for basketball to get boring after a while.
I'm telling you why. I'm going to tell you why, Rob. Because in basketball, every summer they get together and they talk about the rules. What can we do to change the rules to make the game better? I don't know if you heard about it, but they're experimenting. I think it's a dumb experiment, but they're experimenting in the G League with free throws. That they're only taking one free throw. Like if you shoot a 2-pointer, you get fouled on a 2-pointer, you take one free throw, and that counts for 2 points. If you get fouled on a 3-pointer, shooting a 3-pointer, you get one shot, and it's worth 3 points.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but they're trying to condense the game and make it shorter. But I'm just saying they're experimenting. Same way with the NFL. The NFL gets together in the summer, and they are, whenever, off-season, and they talk about the game. What rules can we put in to make it better? I mean, they've changed a lot of things over the years. But baseball... And this past year, they made changes with the pitch clock and other things. But think how reluctant they have been to change elements of the game to make it better. They've always been reluctant to change it because it will mess up tradition. It'll mess up the record books. It'll mess up all these other things. And they've been reluctant to make the changes necessary to make the game more exciting. So I say, soccer, you better look around. Make these changes. 3 things Jason Bay has put down to make the game better. FIFA, listen up.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I was hoping that while we were wrapping up this segment that my thought would happen, and I was trying to work on something. It didn't come through, but I have really gotten into a sport, Jason, that you have to mute it because the language. But I have really gotten it. Josh hates this. Or is it? No, it wasn't you. I didn't talk to you about this. I think it was maybe Tyler and
Let me guess. The professional slapping.
Yes. Yes. Oh, it's great, man. It is awesome. And so my thought is, instead of that yellow card, there should be a power slap. Now that would be awesome. You have to go over and take a power slap.
You should see these coaches on these teams too. They're entertaining too. I mean, they're all into it.
Well, we got to get rolling. Let's take one final break, and we come back. We'll wrap it up, and we'll talk about what's happening here at FBC. And the Horn family said no overtime to break a tied score. The tiebreaker is based on merits. Josh?
No, I disagree.
Yeah.
I don't think it should happen.
Yeah. All right. We'll take a break. We'll wrap it up when we come back. It's Good Morning Huntsville. Stay with us.
This is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust.
From Huntsville, Texas, hope lives here. Spirit 94.3.
All right, friends, time now is 9:05. Thanks for being with us here on this Thankful Thursday. We appreciate all of you. Joshua Harris from the Oak Ridge Disciple House join us. Josh, good to hear from you, buddy. Love you, man. He's saying stay thankful, Huntsville. We are so thankful for the privilege. I know we have some good chats on here and cut up, but we're also serious, and we love this community, and we thank all of you for being engaged with this show, and always chime in. Let us know you're out there, just like Phyllis Dillard saying good morning as well. This program is always made possible thanks to generous supporters such as Elliott's Jewelers. For all of your jewelry needs, come by and see my great friend, Mr. Elliott Herzlich. You hear his name every day, 778 episodes. We've talked about Elliott Herzlich and Elliott's Jewelers. He's online at elliottjewelers.com. Think about Elliott's Jewelers whenever it comes to jewelry repair, new jewelry, and more. Again, thank you to Elliott Herzlich of Elliott's Jewelers. Also here on this Thankful Thursday, First Baptist Church, a harbor of hope located downtown Huntsville, 1229 Avenue J. Visit the website at fbchuntsville.org. There's also a link there that says plan your visit. And so let us know that you're coming. We'd love to greet you and your family. Everyone is welcome. We have such a diverse and wonderful congregation here at First Baptist, and we want you to come and be part of our family. Just visit. And I think if you visit, I know if you visit once, you're going to feel right at home. So come and be a part of what the Lord is doing here at First Baptist. And also Huntsville Memorial Hospital. They help to make our stream possible. We appreciate their generous support as well for helping us promote the good in our community. All of our content is free on our website too at hellohuntsvilletx.com. Jason, we've been we were in the middle of the Dare to be a Daniel series, and then we had Father's Day, and then VBS Sunday, and then Freedom Sunday. Boy, I'm going to tell you real quick, one of the things I was so excited about, so many people this past Sunday getting baptized. It's always good when there's water up there upstairs.
Yeah. It has been great. Yes, and we will be back in our Daniel series for the summer, starting this Sunday. So I'm excited to be back in Daniel chapter 4, Nebuchadnezzar's dream that Daniel interprets, reminding him that there's only one eternal kingdom, and that's the Lord's. And so I want you to, everybody out there, if you can, come and be a part of it. God is doing great things here. We're excited to be a part of it. It's been 11 years of being in ministry here, and really 25 years in ministry as a whole. It's been I think this is definitely the most exciting time in my life of doing ministry, is seeing what God is doing. Every Sunday we're seeing people lives transformed, and it's neat to see God work in such a great way. And I will say, thanks to Josh, I'm so thankful God brought him and his family here. The work that they do with the college students has been a tremendous asset to our church, and the way that our college students have just been inspired to be used by the Lord has been an encouragement.
I always love in the mornings, I always do announcements, and we always start with saying, if you're happy to be here, say amen. Brian Delgado is the man right there up front, one of our college students. And Brian he'll always go, amen.
Awesome.
And so he gets the service started. And you're right. I love looking out, Jason. I know you as a pastor too. It just warms your heart when you look out into a sanctuary and you see so many people from so many different walks of life. And that's my encouragement this morning. And listen to this, please, friends, for whoever's out there. Maybe you've given up on church, and you've developed this idea that church is a production, that it's not what it used to be. One thing I love about our church is the family connection and just the atmosphere, that when you walk in, you feel loved. And I truly believe and know that in this church, you feel the love of Christ from the moment you walk in. I always talk about Molly. I said, I wish we could clone her 20 times. Molly is such an angel to this church, and so many others. Kia's here sitting with us, and she's on the prayer team. And I think of people like Catherine, who Catherine has a memory that's like an Etch-a-Sketch that's never been shaken, because you tell her one thing, and in passing, hey, so-and-so needs prayer, and can you add it to the prayer list? And here's the thing, she don't even put together the prayer list. Her daughter does. Deborah does it. But she never forgets. And the next Sunday when that email goes out, guess what's on that prayer list? What you've told Catherine. There is a presence of the Lord here at this church that I haven't felt in a long. And I'm not saying that it doesn't happen in other churches. We have 42 of them, and they're great churches here in our community. But friends, make that commitment right now. Make the choice right now to say, you know what, I'm going to go to church on Sunday. And maybe you're listening from afar and you're not here in Huntsville. Make it a commitment to get involved in a church. I've heard it so many times, and you've heard it too, Jason, being in ministry where people say, well, I don't need to go to church to be in a relationship with the Lord. That's true. You don't need to go to church to be saved. But if you want to grow in your faith, and if you really want to see the fruit of what the Lord has placed in your heart, get around a fellow group of believers, because once the evangelism has taken place, then there needs to be discipleship. And a church that disciples people is a healthy, strong church. And when you come here, you will be discipled, and you will leave on fire not just thinking about yourself, but most importantly, you're going to be thinking about the next guy. Maybe on your way home. It happens to us every Sunday. We always pray, Lord, bring somebody. We're excited about an opportunity to share the Lord with somebody that's unchurched, that's not in a relationship with Jesus Christ.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, it's exciting. Usually July 4th weekend is one of those weekends that especially the way it fell this year, Saturday being the 4th, Sunday being the 5th, where there's not very many people in church, but I was so thankful and just glad whenever we came into the church and it was full of people. It was so neat to see, and we had baptisms. It was just a wonderful, wonderful day, and each and every Sunday is a great time to come in and fellowship. And if, like you said, if you don't have a church home, please come here and give it a chance. Give the Lord a chance to do something in your heart and your life.
I'll say what a pastor told me years ago, Jason, that works so well. Give us a year. Give us a year and watch what the Lord will do.
That's right.
Because if you just show up one time, it's easy to say. Here's a perfect example outside of the church ministry. We drove through Elkins Lake the first time. We said, there's no way we're going to ever move here. I said, there's nothing here. It didn't look for whatever reason that day. It just didn't seem like a place that we wanted. We drove around. We didn't feel good about it. And then a few months later, I told Britt, I said, let's go drive through that neighborhood again. And it was a total different setting. And so the same with the church, and here you're going to feel welcome. But if you walk in the first time, come the second time, come the third time. And I always say, give it a year. And here's the thing, it doesn't ever take a year. It happened in an old church long before we came here. The pastor said to give us a year. And within 2 months, we said, this is where we belong.
Hallelujah.
So, Josh, any final comments from the mosh pit? You're going on a little trip to Tennessee, leaving us all behind here. You'll be here tomorrow, but then you're gone.
Yeah, I'll be gone with the youth group. We're going to Tennessee for a week for youth camp. I'm excited for that. My last comment was going to be to Pastor Jason. I think every single time you preach, if I'm going through something, like the Lord uses you and you hit on that thing, like right head on. Amen. And this Sunday was like perfect, a great reminder and a revival that started in my heart because of you being obedient to the Lord and preaching.
Thank you. There's no higher compliment than that. The only thing that we can do, Rob, Josh, is just try to be a vessel for the Lord to use. And when we are empty ourselves and fill us up with Him and are that vessel, it's amazing what God can do. And both of you as well, are examples or living examples of that. When you take your hands off and you let the Lord run your life and you surrender to Him, not just, we always say surrender your heart to the Lord, but the Lord don't want just your heart. He wants all of you. And when you surrender yourself to Him, it's amazing what God can do. And Paul, there's so many different examples throughout Scripture of men that they never even dreamed the things that they were capable of doing because they weren't capable of doing them on their own. It's through the power of the Lord they changed the world. And the same as nothing, God hasn't changed. God hasn't changed.
Well, it's a good discussion. And the final thought that I want to leave folks with is something, Jason, that you and I were talking about. And I've learned this, and I was mentoring a young guy over the last month or so. And I've learned in 42 years to thank the Lord for the closed doors because the flesh always wants. We always want. All of us are guilty of it. All of us. Doesn't matter if we're a Christian or not. We all want something. At some time, something's going to come along that's going to say, boy, I really want that. And you'll pray for it, and it doesn't happen. And I've learned to find joy in that and not get discouraged. And so maybe that's a word for somebody this morning. Right. They're wanting that job. They're wanting that raise. They're wanting that relationship. They're wanting this house. They're wanting that. And it's not that it's not okay to pray. Pray to the Lord and say, Lord, thank you for the closed doors. When that door closes, you better thank God as much for that closed door as you thank Him when things are going good.
That's right.
Well, that'll wrap it up here at 9:15. Fun show today. Jason, good to be back with you, brother. Missed you, man.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Missed my pastor.
It's good to be here. Good to be here.
We'll wrap it up. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Billy Cawthon joining us. By the way, shout out Billy Cawthon, now back with the Crabs Prairie VFD.
All right.
So Billy's back in action.
Putting out fires.
He's going to have to put out some big ones tomorrow as we wrap up the week. So good fires here on Hello Huntsville. Thank you all for being a part of it. As I end every show reminding you, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there needs you. We'll see you back at it 7:30 tomorrow. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. See you, Jason and Josh.
All right.